Hey everyone. I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, but a lot has changed and I'm just honestly really happy to be back. This is just a raw video. It's not gonna be anything special. It's just gonna talk about like an update of my life, and hopefully I can continue on this journey because as much as I've quit YouTube, I've always seemed to come back, and it's a big part of my life because I've met a lot of amazing people. So if you guys don't know this already, I did move to Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta around like the very end of November, so probably like December 2016. And I was visiting Atlanta a lot. Like, y'all know I've been talking about this for a long time. So it just so happened, you know, I was applying and I was getting calls to come in for interviews, but I was just never ready, or I was doing this, I was doing that, I was worrying about the wrong things and not focusing on my goals. So one day I got a call, and it was so funny because I was actually in Atlanta that weekend, and I was 4 hours into my drive back to Orlando, and I get a call saying like, hey, we want you to come in for an interview. And I was like, wow, okay. I was literally just in Atlanta. So I busted a U-turn and I went back, and I didn't even get that job. I was in that interview for about 3 hours and I met everyone, but I didn't even get that job. So I go back home and everything is all good. And so it was like October, and I just checked my email one day, and then I noticed that I had another application that was another company or whatever that was asking me to come in for an interview. And I was just like, why not? You know, I love Atlanta. It's like, I've been loving Atlanta for a long time, and just for my own personal reasons, like I felt like I wasn't doing anything, you know, I wasn't motivated to move out, just to do anything different with my life. I was just like, just stuck, and I was comfortable. So I have a very grateful friend who's always supported me in my journey of moving to Atlanta, because I stayed with her probably like 85% of the time, every time I went to Atlanta. And sometimes I got hotels, Airbnbs, you know, I just try to figure it out, like what I wanted to do. And so when I got the call, it was just so happened we had like a hurricane coming, and I just packed my bags and I left. Well, I went to South Carolina first, and then I came to Atlanta. And so the hurricane hit and everything, and I had my interview like the very next day. And they were like, oh, wasn't there like a hurricane? And I was like, yeah, I didn't want to miss the interview. I just packed my bags and I left. And you know, with the dedication that I put in just to get to the interview, it was like in about 3 weeks they called me to let me know that I got the job. So I just, you know, prepared my journey to leave. I had to go on a away party and everything, and it was really awesome. So now this was the hard part. Like, where was I going to stay? What was I going to do? Like, how was I going to survive? And like I said, I have a very great friend named Letitia. She actually let me stay with her. And that's the thing, like, if someone blesses you with that opportunity of allowing you to stay so you can get up on your feet, because I didn't have money. It was like, what happened was, like, the week before I was supposed to move to Atlanta, my phone broke. So I had the money from like my last 2 checks, and then I had my phone that I sold on eBay. So I had that money. I probably had like $1,500. So when I just, honestly, I got 4 bins, and I just packed only my clothes. I didn't pack anything else. And I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. So I was in her kid's room, her son's room, and I was sleeping on a bed or sleeping on the floor. And the struggle was real. Like, it was very real. I wasn't, you know, hiding the fact that I was living like that, but I had a roof over my head, and she cooked for me all the time. So, you know, she never asked me to like pay rent, but you know, I would give her money from time to time. And you know, when I first started the job, I didn't get paid for like a good 3 weeks. I remember I started like on the 2nd. I didn't get paid till like the 22nd. So between that time, that was all the money that I had to just put gas in my car, pay my car note, pay my phone bill, and just survive. So I'm very grateful for that, because I don't feel like I would have made it if I didn't have that opportunity. Because it did take me a long time to get paid, to figure out how much I was going to pay. And my check fluctuated so much. My check, I probably had like, ever since I've worked there, I probably had like 4 different prices that I got paid. So right now I'm at the steady pay, and it's a good pay. So I'm able to afford my apartment that I did move into on the 31st of March. So that's going to be a whole nother story, how I got my apartment and everything. But pretty much I'm just loving where I'm at, loving what's going on in my life, and I'm just happy to be here. Like, I got my furniture, got a new computer, got everything is like brand new. Got someone to come in and assemble everything in my room, and I'm gonna do a room tour. I still have like a couple of things. Let me just give you guys a sneak peek. I still have like a couple of things that I'm working on, but pretty much everything is good, and I am so grateful. I stayed with my friend for about 4 months, and that allowed me to save a lot of money to be able to afford to move. Like I said, I only came with 4 bins, so it was nothing to move my stuff in here, but pretty much my furniture and everything. And I do have a roommate. I'm not living by myself, but it's like a roommate style. So she's on the other side of the apartment and I'm over here. So I'm living in the Vining area, and it's a great area, gated community. So I don't know, I'm just like, I'm really happy. Like, I just can't believe everything worked out the way that it worked out, because I felt like if I would have left earlier, I wouldn't, I don't know, I can't think about it, because I wouldn't really know what would have happened. But I feel like the time that I moved was an amazing time. So I feel like with this new journey, I need to actually take out all those old videos, because I'm such a different woman and I'm such in a different place in my life. And so with this, you know, I just feel like I'm gonna still continue the story time, girl talk, weight loss, weight journey. I'm into doing hair a lot. Like, I made this wig, so I'm gonna do a review on it. I have another wig that I'm gonna make. So I don't know. I hope you guys feel happy that I'm here, that I decided to, you know, make that comeback again, because YouTube was such a big part of my life. Like, I even have it tattooed on me. Like, it was a really big part of my life, and I still want it to be a great part of my life. I get inspired by a lot of YouTubers, and I'm just like, I'm ready. Like, I'm in a new place. I'm in a new area of my life. Like, everything feels good, everything feels new. And so I just wanted to just say hi and just let you guys know that I'm gonna probably try to come out with a video every Sunday. I'm gonna do baby steps, and my next video is just going to talk about like apartment, like, you know, just tips on especially having your first apartment. Like, being from the islands, like, your parents don't really force you to move out. So I was very comfortable, and I had to learn a lot, because I've never really paid bills. Like, I never, you know, I had my car note and my car insurance, phone bill, those things, but like actually like paying rent, I never did that. So, you know, my first apartment isn't the most expensive, because everyone says, oh, Atlanta is so affordable, everything. The housing, if you stay in a house, yes, that's affordable. But an apartment in a good area, gated, you know, do you want views? Do you want to stay on the south side, west side, north side? It's like, it really depends. Not a lot of people live downtown, because downtown is very expensive. And I was lucky enough to be able to live very close to downtown. But Y'all, I just got, just so much has happened. Like, I have so much to tell you guys. Like, this was my therapy, especially when I first started YouTube. Like, that was the way I released everything and to not be depressed, because a lot of people are going through the same thing that I was going through. So, I don't know. I'm just a curvy girl living in Atlanta now, and it's just been such a interesting, crazy. I even had a stalker. Like, I had to legit call the police. Like, I have to tell you guys about that story. Like, it's just been the craziest going on 5 months ever. So I'm just happy, you guys. So don't want this video to be too long, but it's like my first video back, and I definitely wanted to come with my 20th intro to let you know that, you know, I'm here, and I see what you guys are telling me. You're telling me you miss me on YouTube, so, you know, I'm excited. So I will talk to you ladies and some gents soon. Bye-bye.